I have linked at the top of the comment section of this video a petition which is fast becoming one of the most popular petitions in all of change.org. I mean, this petition has been signed by so many people in so short amount of time that it's fast becoming a very popular and noticeable petition. And this is the petition. Mr. Engineer, could you kindly share our screen, please? Thank you. This one here is the petition to reinstate the Sgt Paul Brown. This is the sergeant who was fired for giving hugs at a rally to protect a gym in Mississauga. And this police officer, first of all, again, I salute him 100%. He is one of those in the force who has risked everything to stand up for freedom, to serve and protect, not to dictate and destroy. This is one of the few police officers, and I shouldn't even say few, because a lot of the police now are beginning to get fed up with this whole thing, and they're not taking it anymore. This is just one of the people who he has said, you know what? Yes, I have this job and stuff, but I'm not going to be a slave. I'm not going to be a tool to the New World Order. And we have really been attacking the police, and we've been calling them out for not standing up for what is right instead of standing with the government and all this sort of stuff. But when we see someone like this really go above and beyond for our cause, we can this guy is a hero. This guy is a hero. And I just want to remind everybody of what took place. I think this is about a week ago. We can watch a clip. Again, Global News. This is a diseased news site. And the only reason I'm sharing this clip from them is because this is their story and no one else is really reporting on it. So I have to, unfortunately, share from their source, but this is a diseased news channel. And Mr. Engineer, if you can put this diseased news channel up for us so we can watch what has happened. And first of all, let's play this.
Exclusive.
First of all, let me just pause this for a second. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, are you gonna let someone like this win? We're gonna let someone like this. I mean, this guy. Look at him. This guy has disease written all over his face. I mean, look, we're gonna let this boy here win? No, we're not gonna. I mean, Global News, they snitched on this police officer. Now he's fired and everything. Let's continue, but don't let someone like this win one over on us. This boy right here, this news guy, right? Don't let someone like this. Let someone like this. I mean, if you look different, maybe I'd have a little more. But this guy, I mean, this. Come on, let's play this.
Now to a Global News exclusive, a Peel police sergeant getting up close and personal with supporters of a Mississauga gym that has been ordered to close. Today, no masks, but plenty of hugs as the officer watched our Sean O'Shea be approached by an anti-mask supporter. Sean joins us live with more. And Sean, this was so bizarre.
Alan, bizarre would be a good way to describe it. This is day 3 out at the Huff Gym on Dundas in Mississauga, where bylaw officers and police have tried to shut things down because the gym decided that it, in fact, was going to reopen. I showed up here this morning to video record and continue to report on this situation. And what we saw was a very cozy relationship between these protesters and Peel police. Have a look. A Peel police sergeant talks to supporters of this gym, which decided to reopen despite emergency orders. Unmasked, out front, he hugs one patron after another, posing for pictures too, all as our Global News camera got the video. And he stands by while this woman pursues a reporter.
You're standing here. Who the heck was that, though? I've never seen her, but what the heck? Was she talking tongues or something like that, man? Has anyone ever watched that movie, Passion of the Christ? It sounded like she was speaking Latin. What was that? I mean, I agree with her, but I mean, listen, I'll tell you this. It's good that it's about time some of these mainstream media people got a taste of this because I mean, every time we as independent journalists go out to places like this, the police come and harass us. I remember a clip when Rebel, which I would actually say Rebel is pretty established. I mean, they're not globalist journalists, but that's a pretty serious organization. And I remember they were at Young and Dundas. And the police said to Rebel, David the Menzies, a guy I actually know very well, they said, yeah, media is allowed here, but only CP24 and CP. Are you out of your mind? So to have global news now bitching and moaning about being harassed by this good, honorable police officer and that woman there who was talking tongues or Latin or Garifuna, I don't know what she was talking. I mean, what goes around comes around. Karma is a bitch. So let's continue hearing this story about this honorable, patriotic Canadian hero by the name of Sgt Paul Brown, badge number 1889. This honorable police officer who's going to heaven, and we're going to do everything we can to support him.
And obviously you're agitating this group.
I'm not agitating. I'm standing back
I
here.
know, but they obviously have a problem with you. I don't know if you have a problem with
I'm a
them or not.
journalist. I'm doing my job,
Journalist,
Sergeant.
right.
I asked the officer about the hugging.
I haven't kissed anybody, and I gave a hug. I'll give you a hug if you want.
I don't
to.
want a hug. It's a pandemic. By law, and police officers have tried since Wednesday to stop Huff Gym from operating without success. The owners have not opened the door to receive a ticket or summons. The city says it will face charges under the Reopening Ontario Act.
We don't need no.
Overnight, this video appeared on YouTube, appearing to show owners and patrons inside the gym and unmasked. Supporters of the gym rallied to support the cause, almost all without masks, and claiming the pandemic is a hoax.
This is how you do it.
Owner Teresa Heron promises to stay open,
Why am I not allowed to operate?
urging others to stand up.
We're gonna open up Mississauga today.
Later, a group walked to Mississauga City Hall, angry with the mayor for calling for charges.
And global news lied to the world.
The group blaming the media for its reporting, dismissing the seriousness of the pandemic.
There's no journalism anymore.
Well, I just don't understand why there's such a fear-mongering sort of unity going along with all these media stations.
Saying there's no reason this gym and others can't be open. So shortly after the chief of police of Peel saw that video, the Peel sergeant, Paul Brown, was suspended pending an internal affairs investigation. He is suspended as of tonight. And I got a rare note from a police inspector today at 12 Division, the divisional inspector in charge of that division. He actually issued a public apology. He issued an apology to me. He said he was very sorry for what happened. He said that the values of that officer in not helping out earlier today did not reflect the values of the Peel Regional Police. And you can hear the music behind me, Alan. The party continues here at the gym, and the continuation of the view that this pandemic is really no big deal. And that's what they're telling us all here today. Alan.
And yet, Peel Police have not even moved in. All right. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, good. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Peel Regional Police, if they're not moving in, that's good. That's good. That's very good. But I condemn that chief for firing that officer. These guys going on about how we're not taking it seriously. Listen, let me give you the facts again, okay? Because it's clear that you have to spoon feed it. This virus, when people get it, it kills less than 1% of people who get it. Less than 1% of people who get this virus end up dying. Less than 1% of people who get this virus end up dying. Is that a pandemic? Is that something that requires people to shut down their gyms and to suffer and to be fined and to be jailed? We're making more criminals out of more and more Canadians, and the police are saying, no, we're sick of this. We're sick of this. We're sick of this. We're sick of being tools for the New World Order. Yeah, we are. Japan, Sweden never had a lot. Sweden has never had a lockdown, never had a mask mandate, nothing. I mean, but you know something? I don't think that the facts even matter to these people, because this is all political now. I'm gonna tell you, this is all political now. This is a political thing. no matter what the facts say, it is political. It doesn't matter whether this is a virus that kills less than 1% of people who get it. It doesn't matter whether or not Sweden and Japan never had a mask mandate and their numbers are actually going down. It doesn't matter the fact that Florida and Texas have just ended everything and their numbers are actually going down. It doesn't matter whether or not these politicians who like to give us rules don't even follow their own rules. None of those facts matter. At the end of the day, the reason why a lot of these globalists, elitist, New World Order people, the media, what you would call, leftists, most people would agree that the media slants left. And most people would agree that a lot of these New World Order types slant to the globalist left. There are a lot of right people in there too, but you would agree that the reason why they are not caring about the facts is because people like me are the ones that are stating it, and people like Joe Biden or Bill Gates or Fauci, people who are accepted within the elite, they're the ones who are spouting all this nonsense, and people like me are the ones spouting the facts. That is why the facts be damned to a lot of these people. I could tell you that the sky was blue, but if Joe Biden and Justin Attack and Matt Daddy Trudeau and Doug the Domesticated House Slave Ford and Bill Gates and Anthony Fauci and all these people told you that the sky was green, even though it was clearly blue, these people would believe it was green because it's politics now. And this is how people with such an extreme, entrenched political view think it's all politics now. This whole mask thing, it's all political. It doesn't matter about safety. It really, really doesn't. It doesn't matter about safety. It absolutely. The only reason I am speaking is so that I can convince those who are not political, who are not hate-filled of people like me and others who are maybe perhaps a little confused. They don't have other sources of information. And I am your conduit to other sources of information. I am stating to you perfect, legitimate facts. I'm not telling you that, this virus, it was made in a lab. Listen, I don't know whether or not it was made in a lab. I don't know. I don't have any evidence to that. Now, I will tell you that, and I'll tell you when I believe something, but I'm not going to base that on facts. I will say, it's possible it was made in a lab. It's possible. It's possible, just like it's possible that 9/11 was an inside job, but that's not the narrative that I'm going to go with. It is quite possible. However, the narrative that I want to go with is facts. And the facts are this virus has killed less than 1% of people who get it. Less than 1%, less than 1% of people who get this virus end up dying. Less. There are diseases that have been around forever which kill more people. And we've never done this before. Never. Why is it that Sweden, which is a pretty smart country, we're not talking about North Korea or Haiti or Somalia or we're talking about a powerful Nordic. Those Scandinavian countries are pretty smart. Those Scandinavian countries really, they are light years ahead of us in terms of environmental and in terms of social. This is a pretty sophisticated group of people, the Swedes. These are not jokers. These are not idiots. They have determined that this so-called pandemic, which I'm not going to call it, it doesn't warrant any lockdowns and it doesn't warrant a mask mandate. Nothing has changed in Sweden. Nothing. Sweden, from the time you heard about this virus till now, has never had a lockdown, never had a mask mandate. I don't think they've ever spoken about this virus. And their population is doing just fine. Nobody's all dropping dead or anything. Their population is fine. People can come in and out of Sweden all they want. You can come from Wuhan, China, and go to Sweden if you want. I mean, there's nothing going on in China. Same thing with Japan. And they have a tiny landmass with a large population. So, but again, it doesn't matter. I can tell these facts to someone like Bill Gates. Or at the end of the day, it's two things. It's money for people like Bill Gates. I do believe it's money. It's money. He knows the facts. He knows the facts, but it's all about money. And for all you Karens out there and Gregs out there, you know, these news people out there, that goofy guy with the, you know, on the global news, it's all politics. They don't care about the fact. It's all politics. It's politics. If I told those people at Global News that grass was green, but Fauci told them that grass was actually blue, you know, they'd say grass was blue. You know, I'm telling you, 100%. That's how far these people have gone. So anyway, this is what I want to say. That police officer did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong whatsoever. The fact that he has been fired for hugging, I think that we are in a really sad state right now, and it just shows how far we have fallen into the New World Order cesspool. So look, I know a lot of you guys don't believe in petitions and stuff, but you know what I want you to do? I want you to sign that petition. It's at the top of the comment section. The link is at the top of the comment section, and I want you to sign it because it sends a statement that there are tons and tons of people who are not falling for this crap, even if nothing gets done. I mean, let me show you something here. If we can share the screen again. I mean, this only has a few hundred more signatures needed to get to 15,000. And if it gets to 15,000, it becomes one of the largest petitions that's on change.org, you know. So all I'm asking you to do is to sign this. It's a petition from Lisa Hall at Free Canadians. I'm asking you to sign this petition. Let's get many people. I mean, if we were to get 1 million signatures, it would be a huge statement that there are a lot of people who are on to the New World Order. And if we were to get like 1 million, even if they say we're not going to do anything, it just shows how many silent. I think that we are the silent majority of them. The media doesn't want to report on us. They don't want to talk about the facts. They don't want to say anything because we are the silent majority. And if we show these people, it just takes a few minutes to sign this, along with liking this video, of course. It's not asking too much. I'm not asking you to donate. I mean, I'd like you to donate to me, but you don't have to. But I mean, I really don't ask too much of you guys. And if you were to sign this petition and we were to show that there are a lot of people who are not going, we're fed up with this. We're fed up and we're not believing the lies. I mean, they can't ignore the fact. I think if this were to get 1 million signatures, I think that I actually think that would actually have to make the news. I mean, it would have to. If I report, I mean, I don't think they're going to let me get the story. I mean, at the end of the day, these guys still need their money. If they actually saying that if this petition gets 1 million signatures, they're going to let me report on it alone, exclusively? I'm going to have a monopoly on that story? I don't think so. I don't think Global News is going to allow me to have that satisfaction. So sign that petition. Sign it. Just please. Please. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to sting. I'm not asking you to get an injection. I'm not asking you to get surgery. I'm not asking you to donate blood or plasma or your kidney. I'm just asking you to sign the thing. It's not going to do any harm, and it will show the strength of our movement, which there is plenty. And it'll show this police officer that many people are on his side. And one last thing, and I won't flip myself on you further. I don't want this police officer or any other police officers to get doubts or to start backing off. That's the last thing we need. We want more police officers because we need these guys on our side. We need more of them to start standing up and to start saying, hell no, we're not taking this no damn more. We're saying no, just say no, like Chris said, we need more. So if we show that we are on the side of Paul Brown, Sergeant Paul, if we all show that many of us are on his side, that as tons of people, because I'm telling you, there are a lot of people who are against this guy. I've actually seen posts on Twitter that are threatening his life. I'm telling you, they could kill him and they'll say it's suicide. I don't want that to happen. And that they'll use him as an example. So if we all show that we are on his side, if anything happens, we will, let me tell you something. If anything happens to Sergeant Paul Brown, if he gets hurt in any way, listen, I haven't endorsed violence, but that's similar to I mean, let me just forewarning you all. If you don't get any ideas, don't hurt him, you're asking for trouble. But anyway, let's not get too excited here. Let's sign this petition. Let us show Sergeant Paul Brown, because I'm sure that someone has probably showed him our videos. I mean, that happens all the time. Let's show him that we are on his side. Let's do it. Please go down to the comment section, hit the link at the top of the comment section and sign. I plead with you. I implore you. Let's do this. Let us do this. Let us stick together. Let us be united. Let's do this. And this is the